Hi friends, this is Pradeep again, and today we are continuing with the basically discussion on Nifty. The attempt is basically to give you some education about candlestick patterns, the technical aspects of it, and to help you start your own ability to basically take a view on Nifty. Here, I think if you look at it, this week we are on say 16 December now, and Nifty last week also has formed a very strong candle over here. The last candle I'm talking about, and what we are seeing is basically increasing body, long candle, uh, long bullish candle for Nifty as indicated by the green color. There's on daily chart too, if we go for it, then I think you can see there's a gap also in last week's movement, Monday to Friday movement. There was a gap, so I have mentioned it as a gap over here. And when we move to say daily chart, you can see that on weekly chart itself, about a fortnight back, there was a gap created on this weekly chart, and this gap is due to the election result that we have seen for five states in India, which indicated a possibility of continuation of policies and growth for Indian economy. As the same government is was indicated to come back to power as per the results of these five states. So that gap was huge, and normally this is a point indicating emotional, emotional buying. The gap was indicating emotional buying due to the election results. Well, the gap was huge, so this gap is expected to act as a support in future in intermediate terms. So just to come to the point again, the gaps as a technical concept act as a support or resistances. So in this case, since we are above this particular gap, it is like to act as a support in future. Now, if we go down to the previous candles, this particular small candle is can be considered as a star-like pattern, which it did indicate some uncertainty at this level. See, especially since if you look at on the left-hand side, there was a lateral movement around that level, but this big candle actually took out the doubts of out of people's mind, and so then subsequently we have seen a rally. Another thing is, if you look at this average as such, which I have plotted, is a moving average, simple moving average, which is having say 20 week frequency. So basically, just to explain moving average, 20 moving average meanings it takes into consideration close of last 20 weeks in this case, and takes average of those 20 closes, and whatever is the value that is plotted. So here it is plotted under the candle, on the candle, actually it's coming under on the candle, but that's how it is plotted. So if you look at average as a simple concept, crossover above average is bullish. So if you take that as a indicator, then this is a positive crossover, and so one could have bought it for intermediate term. Now, if you go to the previous candles, here, if you look at it, there's a long red candle over here, and which is followed by a small green candle. The combination is actually forming what is called bullish harami. So, the prior two three candles were indicating bearishness, but that was actually negated over here with this small candle forming bullish harami. So after that bullish rally, you can see that the market has revived and moved up further. If you look at this red candle on downside, it is a horizontal line. If you look at the left side of this level, last year I think that was the level where there was a resistance found for Nifty. So this is again explaining a concept of interchangeability of support and resistances. So previous resistance over here has become support in this particular case. And if you look at this prior candle prior to this long red candle, then this combination is forming actually a bearish harami. So there was a lateral movement seen, and the red candle, this one, is actually for kind of uh, staying within the body of this green candle. So this is then bearish harami. If you move further backward, then it is a hammer seen over here. Hammer in technical literature of candlesticks has a lot of meaning, as often it indicates a reversal point. If it, especially if it comes to the comes at the bottom. So that is what is indicating. Right now it is not at the bottom because we have moved considerably from the bottom over here. So what the other it is acting or indicating as a support. uh, then if you look at the pattern that I have named as head and shoulder pattern, this is okay, this is more visible clearly on daily chart. So when we move to daily chart, that time I think this pattern will be much more visible, and I'll explain that pattern at that time. Um, Now, this green candle that is just before head and shoulder pattern is again a long candle, and the important about this candle is important point about this candle is that it is crossover candle. It's a long candle, and it has actually again negated the uncertainty created by this red candle that is seen just before the this long candle. Oh, if you go to daily chart, let's say, let us go to daily chart and check what picture it provides. So this is a daily chart. Let me, okay. Okay, so this is the gap that I was talking about on weekly chart, within weekly chart. So this is the gap. If you look at it, again, this there's a gap over here also. So we can plot here also. Okay, so if you can look at it, this is a gap concept. These gaps are expected to act as a support since it's getting formed on rally. But another thing is, if you look at daily charts, there are like jerky movements, so gaps are seen kind of frequently. So the importance of gaps on daily chart uh, comes down because there are plenty. Okay, now. This is the head and shoulder pattern that I was talking about. Head and shoulder pattern is not normally like it's a bearish pattern, but here I'm mentioning that the movement is head and shoulder pattern type movement, but there was no break on the neckline. There was no downward break on the neckline, so that itself is positive. And if you look at this particular combination, these two candles combination, I'll just magnify that part. This one, then this is kind of akin to basically uh, engulfing, because there's a gap actually just before that. On bottom side there's a gap, so it's very close to that, and it's like bullish marubozu also, but with a slight upward wick. So if you take that into consideration further, on the close side it has closed above this average. So in on weekly chart I explained, if it closes above the average then it is positive. Furthermore, this is next candle is a hammer on daily chart that has taken support on this average. So there was a rally, possibility of rally indicated from that level. and that's what happened. So for short-term traders, there was an opportunity because there was a risk-reward ratio in this particular instance was in their favor for bullish movement. Now, if you look at head and shoulder as such, the target was over here, but it never gave that breakout. So that itself is a positive. Now, another point that is there is this is a daily chart. Last November there was this peak, and recently we had seen this on weekly chart. We spoke about interchangeability of support and resistances. So the same thing is visible on daily chart also. I'll just condense it. So this is the point where it is showing support. This was a peak. So this support and resistance interchangeability that I spoke about. Overall, I think the technical picture looks as of now positive. This is a 200 day moving average, simple moving average, and that is again widely followed across the industry by different players to basically gauge the intermediate trend or long term trend. So I'm going back to the weekly chart. Uh, I think that is the current picture that is seen on weekly chart. One sec, I'm trying to. Okay. So this is it. I think here on this side, I think we are seeing evening star. Evening star is a three candlestick pattern, and if you look at it, the first candle is long green candle. There's a doji, long leg doji, you can say, in the middle candle, and then there's a third candle. So this three candles combination is called evening star, which actually indicated a possibility of fall, and there was a possibility of I mean, there was a fall of selling seen over here. So for short-term traders, I think candlesticks offer a lot of help as it reveals psychology of market. So I think one should learn candlesticks and watch different charts to get a feel of it, and that could be the good beginning for starting to make money in the market. So that's about it. Do subscribe to my channel to keep getting these interesting insights on various underlines. Here we spoke about Nifty. We'll definitely cover some other underlines also, like Bank Nifty, some stocks, commodities, crude, currencies. And so just subscribe to the channel keep getting this interesting exciting insights from me. That's about it. So keep watching, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button, and like the video. Thank you.